I consider this a betrayal of company loyalty, Marcus Sullivan said, his voice cold as steel as he stared at me from behind his oversized oak desk. After everything Iron Ridge Manufacturing has done for you. I sat across from him, keeping my hands steady on my knees. The shock of being called into his office at 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday had worn off, replaced by that familiar knot in my gut when you know bad news is coming. Marcus tapped his finger on a printed email like he was hammering nails. Don't bother denying it, Rich. I've got confirmation. You interviewed with Great Lakes Industrial last Thursday. You took a half day for a dental appointment, I believe. My name's Richard Anderson. I'm 52 years old, and I've given 15 years of my life to Iron Ridge Manufacturing Solutions here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. In those 15 years, I've built relationships with every major plant manager from here to Detroit, brought in over $280 million in equipment sales, and earned respect from guys who've been in this business since before I got out of the Navy. Started slow my first few years, maybe $8 to $10 million annually, but I'd worked my way up to closing $25 to $30 million in deals each year. But apparently, none of that mattered now. Security will escort you to your desk, Marcus continued, sliding my company ID across the wooden surface. You can collect your personal belongings, but your building access is revoked immediately. I've already disabled your email. The unfairness of it hit me hard. 3 years. 3 consecutive years I'd come to this same office with my sales numbers, my client retention rates, my revenue growth charts, asking for the raise I'd earned 10 times over. 3 years of tight budget excuses while Marcus announced record profits at our quarterly meetings. This year alone, I'd pulled in $28 million in sales for a company that was doing maybe $75 million total. That's over a third of their entire revenue, and I was still making the same salary I'd gotten 5 years ago. I took a deep breath and stood up, straightening my tie. Got it. Marcus looked almost disappointed by my calm response. Maybe he'd expected me to beg or lose my temper. Instead, I extended my hand across the desk. I wish you and Iron Ridge continued success. He hesitated before shaking my hand, confusion flickering across his face. The security guard, a decent guy named Tommy Rodriguez, who I'd known for years, looked uncomfortable as he walked me to my desk. 15 years of my professional life packed into 2 cardboard boxes. My coffee mug from the USS Enterprise reunion, family photos, and a small cactus that somehow survived in this windowless place. Co-workers shot concerned glances my way, but I kept it professional. No drama, no scenes. Just walked out those glass doors with my head up, April sunshine warming my face. As I loaded the boxes into my pickup truck, my phone buzzed. Text from James Clean, CEO of Great Lakes Industrial. Can we move our final discussion to today, 2 p.m.? I smiled for the first time that morning. Marcus had no clue what was coming. You know how they say when one door closes, another opens? Well, sometimes the door gets slammed in your face, but that doesn't mean you can't find a window. Driving home, I thought about everything that led to this moment. I joined Iron Ridge right after my Navy discharge, eager to use my logistics experience in the civilian world. Despite my engineering background and 8 years managing supply chains for aircraft carriers, I started on the shop floor. But I worked my way up, learning every piece of equipment we sold, building relationships with customers who others wrote off as difficult. Within 5 years, I was handling mid-tier accounts. By year 10, they'd given me Great Lakes Industrial, our biggest client. James Clean, their CEO, specifically requested me as their account manager after I'd solved a critical supply chain crisis that saved them $3 million. "You're the only guy who understands what we need before we even ask," he'd told me over beers at the plant. From then on, Great Lakes kept expanding their orders. This year, I'd negotiated a $26 million equipment contract, our biggest single deal ever. Marcus took full credit for it at the board meeting, naturally. My first raise request came after that success. I'd done my homework: salary surveys, performance metrics, revenue numbers that spoke for themselves. "It's just not in the budget this year, Rich," Marcus had said with practiced regret. "But your contribution is noted." I accepted it then. The economy was still shaky, and I was building my reputation. But the next year, after bringing in 4 new manufacturing clients and earning a Safety Excellence Award, same answer: "Next year will be better. We just need to tighten our belts." Meanwhile, Marcus drove to work in a new Escalade, and the company bought another building downtown. The third denial came 6 months ago, right after I'd negotiated that $26 million increase with Great Lakes. "Your performance is exceptional," Marcus had said, "but we're investing in new technology. Perhaps we can revisit this in the fall." Something in me finally snapped. That night, I updated my resume for the first time in 15 years. Not out of anger, but out of self-respect. I was worth more than empty promises. My phone was already ringing as I pulled into my driveway. Carl Mitchell, our plant supervisor and my old fishing buddy. "Just heard," he said. "Tommy texted me. This is complete garbage, Rich." "It is what it is," I replied, carrying the boxes inside. "Everyone knows you're the only reason Great Lakes Fadus. And Marcus is just scared because you're better at this job than he ever was." There was truth to that. Marcus had inherited this company from his grandfather, worked his way through college while I was dodging missiles in the Persian Gulf. He'd never sold a day in his life before taking over. And it showed. Guy couldn't close a deal if his life depended on it. "The worst part is how he did it," I said, setting the boxes on my kitchen table, like I'd committed treason by looking for opportunities after getting jerked around for 3 years. "It's his loss," Carl said firmly. "And honestly, Rich, maybe it's for the best. You've been carrying this place on your back for years." My phone beeped with another call. "James Clean." "Carl, gotta take this." "It's Great Lakes. Go get 'em, Tiger," I answered. "James." "Rich, I just heard what happened at Iron Ridge," he said, cutting right to it. "You available to come in today? I'd like to move up our conversation." My heart started racing. "Yeah, I can be there at 2 p.m. "Perfect. And Rich, don't worry about what happened this morning. Sometimes these things work out exactly like they're supposed to." I showered and put on my best suit, the one I wore for major contract signings. Looking at myself in the mirror while I shaved, the man staring back wasn't defeated. He was being set free. Marcus thought he'd punished me by firing me so suddenly. He had no clue he'd just done me the biggest favor of my career. Great Lakes Industrial occupied a sprawling complex on the outskirts of Pittsburgh. Unlike Iron Ridge's cramped offices with their outdated equipment, Great Lakes had modernized everything while keeping that blue-collar work ethic I respected. Real manufacturing, real people doing real work. James Clean met me in the lobby himself. At 58, he still looked like the plant manager he'd been 20 years ago. Calloused hands, steel-toed boots, and a handshake that could crack walnuts. Guy had built this company from nothing. Rich, thanks for coming on short notice. Appreciate the flexibility. It's been an interesting day. He led me through the main floor where workers I'd known for years waved or nodded. These guys respected results, not fancy degrees or family connections. James's office was functional, no mahogany desk or leather chairs, just a workspace for getting things done. Photos of equipment installations, safety awards, and handshake deals with customers lined the walls. Coffee? He offered. Please. Once we sat down with steaming mugs, James got straight to the point. I got a call from Marcus Sullivan this morning. Told me you'd no longer be handling our account and that he'd personally manage our business until they found a replacement. I kept my expression neutral, though that pissed me off. Of course, Marcus would try to keep their biggest client himself. What he doesn't know, James continued, is that we've been concerned about Iron Ridge for months. Quality control issues, delayed responses, missed deadlines. The only reason we haven't switched suppliers is because of you. This surprised me. Our latest equipment delivery had gone perfectly. The equipment's been fine because you made sure of it, James said, reading my expression. But dealing with anyone else at Iron Ridge has become a nightmare. 3 months ago, our board suggested finding new suppliers. Fought against it because of our relationship. He leaned forward. When you reached out about opportunities here, it felt like perfect timing. But I need to be clear. We weren't trying to poach you. We respect professional boundaries too much. I was planning to give proper notice once I had an offer, I said. James smiled. I know you were. Your professionalism is exactly why we're having this conversation. He opened a folder and slid papers across to me. This isn't an interview, Rich. It's a job offer. Vice President of Industrial Sales. You'd be managing all our supplier relationships and building out our sales team. I looked at the salary figure and my breath caught. It was nearly double what I'd been making at Iron Ridge, $165,000 plus bonuses, more than I would have asked for in my wildest dreams. This is very generous. It's market rate for someone with your experience and track record, James corrected. Sometimes you have to leave a bad situation to realize what you're actually worth. That evening, the signed offer letter sat on my kitchen table. I'd asked James for overnight to review it, though we both knew my answer. Still, taking time with major decisions was something the Navy had taught me. My phone had been buzzing with texts from former colleagues. Word traveled fast in our industry, especially when someone like me got canned. Text from Carl. Marcus called an emergency meeting. Told everyone you were terminated for breach of loyalty and that Iron Ridge rewards loyalty above all else. Nobody's buying it. I shook my head. Marcus was trying to make an example of me, but it seemed to be backfiring. Hard to preach loyalty when you've just fired your best performer. Another text from Tommy. He's been locked in his office making calls all afternoon. Looks stressed. Real stressed. I could imagine. Losing your top salesman and potentially your biggest client in the same day would stress anybody out. But that wasn't my problem anymore. My phone rang. Unknown number. I almost didn't answer, but curiosity got the better of me. Richard Anderson? Speaking. This is Patricia Coleman, board chair at Iron Ridge Manufacturing. I understand there was an incident today regarding your employment. I'd like to meet tomorrow to discuss it. Board members didn't involve themselves in personnel matters unless something had gone seriously wrong, which meant Marcus had screwed up big time. Marcus may have been hasty in his decision, she continued. Ah. Marcus had fired his best account manager without board approval, and now Great Lakes was potentially walking. Damage control time. I appreciate the call, Ms. Coleman, but I've already accepted another position. A pause. May I ask where? I don't think that would be appropriate right now. Richard, if this is about compensation, I'm sure we can work something out. The board values your contribution. The irony was almost painful. 3 years of documented requests, and now suddenly they valued my contribution. It's not just about money, I said honestly. It's about respect, about recognizing people before they have one foot out the door. Perhaps we should discuss this in person. I thought about it. Professional closure wouldn't hurt, and I was curious to see how deep Marcus had dug his hole. I can meet at 9 a.m. tomorrow, but to be clear, I've signed a contract elsewhere. Understood. We'll see you tomorrow. The Iron Ridge lobby felt weird as a visitor the next morning. Tommy gave me a subtle thumbs up as I signed the visitor log. First time I'd had to do that in 15 years. Patricia Coleman was waiting in the conference room, a sharp woman in her 60s who'd built her own manufacturing company before joining Iron Ridge's board. Word was she didn't suffer fools gladly. Mr. Anderson, thank you for coming. Of course. She opened a folder. I've reviewed your personnel file. 15 years of excellent performance, consistent growth in sales volume, and 3 formal requests for salary adjustment. All denied. She looked up. I wasn't aware of this pattern. I assumed compensation decisions went through the board. Major changes, yes. But management has discretion within limits. Her tone suggested she wasn't happy with how that discretion had been used. Ms. Coleman, I'll be direct. The board would like to offer you reinstatement with a 25% salary increase and promotion to regional sales director. Better than anything Marcus had offered, but 3 years too late. Plus, I'd already signed with Great Lakes. That's generous. But as I mentioned, I've accepted a position elsewhere, at Great Lakes Industrial. I didn't confirm, maintaining boundaries. She leaned back. One question, if I may. What could we have done differently to keep you? I considered my answer carefully. Recognize value before someone has to prove it somewhere else. Loyalty has to work both ways, Ms. Coleman. Iron Ridge expected complete commitment while repeatedly showing I wasn't worth investing in. She nodded thoughtfully. Fair assessment. I'm sorry it came to this. Walking out for the final time, I felt lighter than I had in years. This meeting hadn't been about second chances. It had been about me getting closure on my terms. Marcus had created this mess, and now the board was scrambling to fix it. Monday morning brought excitement I hadn't felt in years. My new position officially started today, complete with a real office, windows, a door, and a view of the plant floor where the actual work happened. No more cramped cubicle, despite being a senior guy. James stopped by at 9 a.m. to introduce me to my team, 6 experienced sales professionals who'd be working under my direction. Good people who knew the business. Team, this is Richard Anderson, our new VP of Industrial Sales. Many of you know him from his outstanding work at Iron Ridge. We're lucky to have his expertise in-house. After introductions and a team meeting, James asked me to join the executive team in the conference room. I had a feeling Daba knew what this was about. Before you dive in completely, he explained, we wanted your input on an important decision. Their CFO spoke up. Given recent changes, we're reconsidering our relationship with Iron Ridge. Their contract expires next month. I could have recommended terminating immediately. Sweet revenge was right there, a chance to deal Iron Ridge a crushing financial blow. Marcus would never recover from losing 35% of annual revenue, roughly $26 million in business. But that wasn't who I was. Revenge might feel good temporarily, but professionalism would serve me better long term. Besides, I didn't need to sabotage anything. Iron Ridge was doing that just fine on their own. I think we should evaluate Iron Ridge like any other potential supplier, I said carefully. Their equipment quality has been solid, but account management and consistency will be critical factors moving forward. The decision came Wednesday morning, exactly 1 week after Marcus fired me. I hadn't orchestrated the timing. It was simply when Great Lakes finalized their choice after reviewing 3 competing bids. James showed me the email before sending it. After careful evaluation of our supply needs, Great Lakes Industrial has decided to transition our business to Summit Industrial Partners, effective immediately. This decision reflects our evolving requirements and quality standards. Richard Anderson, our VP of Industrial Sales, will oversee the transition. We appreciate our partnership and request all materials be transferred by Friday. I imagined Marcus's reaction when he opened that email. The shock, then the dawning realization that he hadn't just lost me. He'd lost Great Lakes, their biggest client, and I'd be the one managing the transition away from Iron Ridge. Perfect professional revenge, without me having to orchestrate anything. Iron Ridge's own shortcomings and Marcus's poor judgment had done all the work. That afternoon, Carl texted me. Office is chaos. Marcus has been in emergency meetings all day. 3 other sales guys updated their LinkedIn profiles. Karma works fast, buddy. I didn't reply immediately. No point gloating. Instead, I focused on building my new team and establishing processes that would serve Great Lakes better than Iron Ridge ever had. Later, I did send Carl a simple message. Thanks for being a good friend during my time there. Hope things work out for you. Taking the high road felt surprisingly good, even if Marcus didn't deserve it. The weeks that followed were some of the best of my career. My new team at Great Lakes was hungry and professional. No office politics, no family drama, just people who wanted to get things done. We streamlined our supplier relationships, negotiated better contracts, and improved quality standards across the board. I heard through the grapevine that Iron Ridge was scrambling to replace the Great Lakes revenue. Marcus had personally called on several prospects, but the guy just didn't have the relationships or technical knowledge to close major deals. You can't fake 15 years of industry experience. Tommy texted me updates occasionally. 2 more sales guys left last week. Marcus is doing all the major client calls himself now. It's not going well. Part of me felt bad for my former colleagues who were still there, but they'd figure it out. Good people always do. My phone rang one afternoon about a month into my new role. Unknown number, but I recognized the area code. Iron Ridge's location. Richard Anderson. Rich, it's Marcus. I almost hung up, but curiosity got the better of me. What can I do for you, Marcus? Look, I know things ended badly between us, but I'm hoping we can work something out. Iron Ridge is prepared to offer you a significant package to come back. VP of Sales, $140,000. Base plus commission, full benefits. The desperation in his voice was almost sad. Almost. I appreciate the offer, but I'm happy where I am. Rich, be reasonable. We built that company together. You know our clients, our systems. Great Lakes is just one account. At Iron Ridge, you had relationships across the entire industry. Had being the key word, I said. You made your decision when you fired me for looking for opportunities you wouldn't provide. That was a mistake. I'll admit it. I was protecting the company's interests, but I see now that I overreacted. Protecting the company's interests. Right. More like protecting his ego because he knew I was better at the job than he'd ever be. Marcus, I'm going to give you some free advice. Stop trying to do everything yourself. Hire good people. Pay them what they're worth. And trust them to do their jobs. That's how you build a company. Rich, please, just think about it. I have thought about it. For 3 years, actually. Take care, Marcus. I hung up and went back to reviewing supplier proposals. James knocked on my door a few minutes later. Everything all right? You looked a little tense. Just got a call from my former employer. They want me back. James raised an eyebrow. Interesting timing? We just signed 2 new major clients this month. Word's getting around that Great Lakes has its act together. It's a good team, I said. Makes all the difference. That it does. Any interest in going back? None whatsoever. 6 months later, I was reviewing our quarterly numbers when Carl called. We'd stayed in touch, and he'd finally made the decision to leave Iron Ridge. You're not going to believe this, he said. Marcus just put the company up for sale. Seriously? Revenue's down 40% since you left. They lost 3 more major clients last month. Board's pressuring him to sell before things get worse. I shook my head. Iron Ridge had been a solid company with good people and decent equipment. All it needed was competent leadership and fair treatment of employees. Instead, Marcus had let his ego destroy what his grandfather built. What about you? You landing somewhere good? Actually, that's why I'm calling. Any chance Great Lakes is hiring? I know you're probably tired of Iron Ridge refugees, but... I laughed. Send me your resume. We're always looking for good plant supervisors. A year after getting fired, I was sitting in my office reviewing the monthly sales report. Great Lakes had grown 25% since I joined, partly from new business, but mostly from better relationships with existing suppliers and clients. We'd built something solid here. My assistant knocked and entered. Richard, there's a delivery for you. She handed me a small package. A bottle of 15-year-old bourbon with a note. Congratulations on your success. You earned it. James. I poured a small glass and stood at my window, looking out at the plant floor. Workers were loading equipment for a $20 million order we'd closed last week. The kind of deal that used to take me months to negotiate at Iron Ridge. Marcus thought he was punishing me when he fired me that Tuesday morning. In reality, he'd given me the push I needed to find my true worth. Sometimes, the best thing that can happen to your career is getting fired by someone who doesn't appreciate what you bring to the table. The Navy taught me that you can't control the weather, but you can control how you navigate through it. Marcus thought he was sinking my ship that day. Turns out, he just gave me the wind I needed to sail to better waters. I learned that loyalty is a two-way street, and self-respect is worth more than any paycheck. Most importantly, I learned that when someone shows you who they really are, believe them and act accordingly. Sometimes the best revenge isn't something you plan. It's just being successful despite someone else's attempt to hold you back. And that success, it tastes pretty damn good.